Well, hey y'all, thank you so very much for taking time to come over and visit with me over on Cooking Tips and Household Hints, guys. And this is episode number 3. And from the get-go here, I want to say thank you so very, very much for all the support y'all have given me on these new series that I'm doing here. And guys, I'm really having a blast with this one. Guys, this is going to be just like basic single recipes that I can get together for y'all. And what I wanted to share with y'all is I've realized that I don't think I have an authentic macaroni and cheese video up, guys. You always see me making Bob Evans frozen, and I doctor it up a little bit, which I love the stuff, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic in a pinch. But what I want to do is share with you my grandma's baked macaroni and cheese recipe here, guys, and I kind of tweaked it just a little bit, but I'm going to go over the details with you here in just a bit. I've got some water coming up to boil here. It looks like it's rolling out, and what I have here is 3 cups of elbow macaroni. So let's go ahead and get this on down into the pool. And I put I believe it was about a tablespoon of salt in my water here. And what we'll do is we'll get these going real good, and then I'll get right back to you. Basically, we're going to be making like a little roux and a cheese sauce to go with it, guys. It's going to be really, really good. All right, guys, I'll get right back with you. All right, guys, our macaroni's done. I need to get it drained. So I got my colander out here, and let's go ahead and get her on into the pot, and we'll move on to doing our bechamel sauce, our roux, if you will. Alright guys, we're ready to get started on our roux or our bechamel or whatever you want to call it. What I have here is 5 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on down in there. We're going to melt that off real good. And I'll get right back with you. Okay guys, our butter's melted pretty good. Our 5 tablespoons of butter. And now we're going to add 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. It's the same ratio whenever you're making a roux or whatnot, but this is where you're going to have to stay with it, guys. You're going to sit here and you're going to have to stir and stir and stir. All right, guys, another tip. What I did was I actually took my half and half and I heated it in the microwave for about, I don't know, about 30 seconds to take the chill off of it, and that'll actually help it out in here when we're trying to get it together here. So let's go ahead and start stirring this up real well. Get all the lumps out of it. Okay guys, I've stirred and I've stirred and I've stirred. And guys, this is the consistency you're looking for. And you don't want any lumps in it. I'm here to tell you, looks beautiful. No lumps. Alright guys, now what we're ready to do is I've actually kicked the heat back a little bit. We're ready to get started on our dry ingredients. What I have here is 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon of Mexican chili powder, 1 tablespoon of pepper, and my secret ingredient, a half a teaspoon of this broth-based ham flavor. That's going to take up for my salt. Alright guys, now let's get this stirred in real good. Alright guys, now we're ready to incorporate our cheese. Now what I have here is sharp cheddar. I've got an 8-ounce block. I've got provolone, smoked provolone. I took out roughly about 6 of those discs, and I chopped them, or I cut them up. And I've got a little bit of Velveeta in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start adding this to the mix here. Now guys, if you don't like yours, you know, so thick or so thin, it's either adding a little bit more milk or, you know, add a little bit more cheese if you want to thicken it up. But I want to save a little bit back. So let me go ahead and get this stirred up. And get all this melted together. Another secret ingredient here is going to be my, I'm going to add some sour cream to it. That's about 3 tablespoons. We can get that incorporated. Alright guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take and a lot of people just pour it over it, but I'm actually going to go ahead and take my drained macaroni and go ahead and get it on down into the pool here, and we're going to get it all mixed up so every piece of macaroni has some cheese on it. Okay guys, it's looking pretty good here. Love the color, love the texture. So let's go ahead and get it into our pan. And what I did here is I took a 13x9 aluminum pan and I'm going to inset it into a 13x9 regular pan. That way I don't have a massive cleanup. And you know how macaroni and cheese is, guys. So let's go ahead and get this on down into the pool. Oh yeah, just cheesy delightfulness. Get it all in there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, let's go ahead and smooth it out a little bit. All right, guys. Now, if that's not cheesy enough, we're going to add the remainder of this cheese here. It's all about the cheese, y'all. You know that. Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to actually take some breadcrumbs right here, and I'm going to, you know, just top it a little bit. Like so. Give it like a little crust. It's not really that hard, guys. The hardest part is doing your bechamel. And as for what I added in there, my dry ingredients, put in your favorite dry ingredients, guys. I know some of y'all might not like Italian seasoning or parsley or whatnot. Put in what you like. That's what cooking's all about, guys. It's developing it to your own taste. That's what it's all about. Okay, guys, now what I'm going to do is I melted 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to go ahead and get that on here. I'm here to tell you, this is going to be pretty daggone rich. Alright guys, I got the oven set on 400. We're going to put this in here for approximately 15 or 20 minutes. Alright guys, we're about 20 minutes in. Let's take a peek. Look at that, y'all. Oh yeah. That's the real deal, guys. The real deal. Alright guys, we're ready to pull this bad boy. I'm here to tell you it smells fantastic. Yes. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I think Grandma would be proud. Alright guys, there's my spin on my grandmother's mac and cheese. My grandmother's baked macaroni and cheese, and you know, I added a few spices to it, and like I said, add whatever spices that you like. The sky's the limit. But anyway guys, let me get a good taste off this for you real quick. Mmm. God, I love macaroni and cheese, guys. It's so good. It's creamy. Mmm, super cheesy. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and visiting with me over on Cooking Tips and Household Hints. And I reckon we're going to visit with you again next Friday if y'all would like to come back and visit with me. But anyway, guys, I actually did a full-blown video where I cooked the whole meal with this, and that'll be coming up in a Sunday or two. But I just wanted to say thank you so very, very much for stopping in and visiting with me. I reckon we'll holler at y'all soon. Take care. Bye.